So, we finally finished ARR and are finally starting with the patch content. So let's go over unlocking additional jobs. As much as I love Summoner, sometimes it's not really best to stick yourself to one job. Like, you can totally do that, but it's bad. You can experiment. So with jobs, about half of the jobs were added with ARR, and they all start at level 1, and you can pick them up at any of the 3 city-states of Earthsea. To go over quickly, that is Gladiator and Marauder for tanks, Conjurer and technically Scholar for healer, and then you have Lancer, Pugilist, Rogue, Archer, Thaumaturge, and Arcanist as your DPS. For the expansions, it gets a little bit tricky. Heavensward is the only expansion that added 3 jobs, 1 for each main role. However, you do need to be level 50 to unlock these. Their unlock quests are in Ishgard, which means you can't really start them until you're actually in Heavensward. And even then, they start at level 30, so if you want to do these current with your MSQ, you are going to have to very quickly grind up those last 20 levels. These are Dark Knight, Machinist, and Astrologian. Thankfully, in Stormblood, they kind of wised up to the whole leveling an extra 20 levels is not really smart. So, for Stormblood, they added Samurai and Red Mage. You unlock these at level 50, and they actually start at level 50. For Shadowbringers, they added Gunbreaker and Dancer. You have to be level 60 to unlock these, but these start at level 60. In Endwalker, they added Sage and Reaper. You do have to be level 70 for these, but continuing with the trend, they start at level 70. Dawntrail is set to add another 2 jobs, but as of this recording, 6.5, we don't know what these jobs are. But I'm going to hazard a guess and say that these will unlock at level 80. Start at level 80, if the trend is to be believed. So, since we are level 50, I mean, I do have a... I mean, if I want to level 15 levels for Ninja, I can probably do that. Same with Archer. But... they do start at level 50. Hello, miss. You look distraught. Is there anything I can do to help you? Let's unlock the Stormblood classes, real quick. You an adventurer? Please, you have to rescue my sister. Some horrible people tried to kidnap us just outside the city gates. I managed to break free when a traveler stopped to help, but my sister never caught up to me. Where are your parents? Mama and Papa left early to deal with some merchants, and the brass blades don't seem to care what happens outside the city walls. That traveler, he was some sort of mage, I think, but it was 1 against 5. Surely he couldn't stand against so many. What can I do? Won't you please help me? As I said, adventurer's work is never done. Hello, Titan. Who the hell are these clowns? You thaumaturges? Hi, are you okay? Don't touch me. Oh, you're not one of them. What the hell is going on here? Whoa. And who might you be? That was cool. Didn't even need Titan. Ah, you came to lend your aid. My apologies. Had I but known, I would have spared you a villain or two. After all, you seem to share my distaste for those who would prey upon defenseless children. Aye, birds of a feather are we. I am Zarun Tia, a pilgrim of sorts. Might I know your name, friend? Gala. Now why does that strike such a familiar chord? Excuse me, I just wanted to thank you for saving me. My pleasure, child. You are unharmed, yes? Good. Let's escort this brave lass to her sister, then. Lead the way. It's like we're not even needed in this city. That was interesting. Haven't really seen a mage that casts spells and then dive in for a melee combo. Almost like a blade. What is it? Blade Singer? No, I'm thinking of something else. Ah, the sisters are reunited. You have done a good deed this day, friend. I still can't read. Ah, you found her adventure. Thank you. We are very grateful for your kindness. I was so scared. What did those terrible people want with us? You needn't worry about them anymore, sister. The man in red defeated them all. You saw how he fought with spells and steals. He's one of those heroes Papa told us about. A crimson duelist. Aren't you? I did not expect to hear that name's this far south into Eorzea. Then you are a crimson duelist. I knew it. If your papa is telling his daughters tales of red mages, then he must be from Alamigo, yes? Well, that would explain his choice of bedtime stories. Now, shall we see you lasses home? We'll be alright from here. Thank you again. And away they skip. Safe and happy. Now, Gala, was it not? I believe we've earned ourselves a celebratory drink. You need not feel compelled, my friend. Should the mood strike you, however, you'll find me staying over at Blackbrush Station. I find the ale served at the Coffer and Coffin most agreeable. Alright. I mean, we could exit out there. World peas. That's gonna be one big ass pea. Really? Have I never gotten the Aetheryte here? Oh god, I don't have a lot of Aetherites here. What do you mean I don't have the one that the adventurers get? I was going to just teleport to fucking Central Thanaland, but no, this is... This is something that needs to be rectified. I'm kind of fine leaving the other... Wait. Oh yeah, I can't even teleport here. I don't have all the Aetherites. What am I doing? Alright, to the Coffer and Coffin then. On this incredibly foggy morning. And hopefully the desert heat will burn off all this fog. Fog definitely makes Thanalan seem a lot bigger than it is. Alright, buddy. Ah, you came. As it so happens, the mother of those girls tracked me down and insisted I accept her reward. Once I mentioned you might be stopping by, she left a token of gratitude for you as well. It seems we've assisted an affluent merchant family of a relation, which might explain the attempted kidnapping. After ransom and all that. I'm told the girls were immediately assigned a capable bodyguard, however, so we can drink in peace, knowing that they are well protected. Oh, I've remembered whence I know your name. It was Alice who first mentioned you to me, after she had alluded to more than a few of your more famous exploits. What famous exploits are you talking about? Well, I suppose Alice would know about Operation Archon by this point, but I became rather curious to meet you myself. How do I know the indomitable Alize? Our paths crossed quite by chance. A fellow traveller I met upon the road. She expressed an interest in red magery, and persuaded me to instruct her in the basics of the art. She proved a quick study in the arcane side of things, but fencing was something of a challenge. By the end of our lessons, however, she had learned to combine spellcraft with swordplay. When the cast from afar, and went to lunge forward with a well-timed thrust. And what of you, my friend? Have you any interest in the art? I suspect you would make an exceptional red mage. I am deadly serious. A woman who would rush to the aid of a stranger's child without fear or hesitation is a woman I would trust with the power of red magic. But even beyond that, I sense in you a kindred spirit. Be warned, however, that my style of teaching is a practical one. I will expect you to join me on my journey and assist me in aiding others. Accept those terms, and I will bestow upon you the accoutrements of a red mage. Are you familiar with soul crystals? This particular stone is attuned to past wielders of red magics that will fill your mind with a firm foundation of technique. You need only reach forth your hand. I was expecting fighting in this quest. I guess if Zrun is gonna do it all for us. Are you prepared to walk the path of a red mage? One word and the soul crystal is yours. Yeah, let's try it out. You will not regret this decision, my friend. Gods above! For a moment there, I thought you meant to refuse me. A host of red mages committed their memories to this gem, and now it is yours. Absorb the knowledge it contains, then we will discuss the finer points of red magic. But first, I should give you that reward. So, for finishing one of these introductory quests for new jobs, you'll give it the soul crystal, a basic weapon, and a basic set of armor. Here it is for level 50, and it's item level 115, so it's actually better than what we have as a summoner. And it will probably be better than anything else you can get at level 50. So, no grinding here, you can go straight into whatever Heavensward has. That is. That was a different quest unlock. Right, it's the Stormblood quest noise. High quality items. You obtained a high quality item. Oh! Is it? Oh yeah, it is! I suppose I should very quickly go over it. High quality items are, well, as the name suggests, they're high quality. They are denoted by this little sparkly in the top left corner. High quality items are basically better items. They will have better stats than something of a normal quality, and usually you could sell that for more on the market board. Alright. Is this a full set of gear? Okay, just left gear, so no accessories. Goodbye, Titan. Alright, so let's... Oh, look at that. Let's get a new gear set for this. Oh god. Oh no. Oh Christ. Oh god, what is this? Of the two Stormblood jobs, I have played a lot of Samurai. I kind of know the ins and outs of it, of being a decent Samurai. Red Mage I haven't touched. So this is going to be interesting. I will be right back as I try to figure out how the fuck do you play this class? Alright, I'm coming back from a lovely little excursion into Western Finland. Whale on a training dummy. I understand how Red Mage works. So yes, I can see my my toolbar is a little bit weird. Trust me, there's a method to my madness. Alright, it's Rune. Let's figure out how to Red Mage. Ah, I see from the glint in your eye that the Soul Crystal has surrendered its secrets. Welcome to the ranks of the Red Mages. The art we practice is born of noble origin. Its balanced and controlled energies were once used to stem the tide of destruction and reclaim a future for the dispossessed. I speak of the age some 1500 years past, when the clash of two sorceress civilizations brought about the Sixth Umbral Calamity. Ere the great floods arose, people fled from their homes and into the mountains of Girabania. Even mages of Vok and Amdapur were to be found amongst the refugees. These wizardly practitioners became targets of retribution for the part they played in upsetting the natural balance, and soon did they shed their robes of black and vestments of white. If people were to survive and rebuild following the disaster, however, they would need the power of the arcane. Thus were the principles of black and white magery reinvented. Upon their combined foundation, an entirely new discipline was built: red magic. But I have prattled on about the history of it for far long enough. Far better that you experience red magic firsthand. There remains the mystery of who sent kidnappers after those poor girls, and I have a feeling attempts to unearth the culprits will provide the battle practice you require. Before we plunge into the fray, however, there are questions I would ask. Come with me to Eastern Finland, to the Church of Saint Adama Landama. Okay. Actually, I think it would be faster to teleport. Hold you. You guys still haven't put that body to rest? Jeez. That thing's gonna stink before long. Ah, Gala, there you are. I would have introduced you to Father Iliad, but I believe the two of you are already acquainted. Zerun has told me a tale of nefarious spellcasters and their attempt to kidnap two young girls. And you would ask if this thaumaturgical cabal is known to me, yes? There are several such cults which come to mind, but I must have more detail. You say each member shared some rather unusual traits. Aye. Not one word spoken over the entire exchange, not one shift in expression when I urged them to yield. Each of them also appeared branded with some manner of tattoo, a sigil pulsing with arcane energy. An evil practice. Such cursed sigils are known to destroy the will of the bearer, resulting in a biddable puppet which acts in much the manner you had described. There is no salvation for such wretched creatures. Then we must seek the fiends who pull their strings. Pray learn what you can of this cabal and its purpose, Father. Gala, we have another task to attend to. Might I suggest some light stretching before you step outside? You'll soon understand why. Alright, I don't know why it's telling me that I've learned all the actions I already have when I equip the thing. But here we go, we're gonna learn what it is to be a red mage. Did you notice we have followed, Gala? The very cabal we were investigating seems to have taken an interest in us. I sense an ambush in the offing. Do they seek to silence us, perhaps? Well, let them try. This will be the perfect opportunity for you to test your newly acquired skills. But first, a brief lesson. The Red Mage's spells belong to two different schools, rooted as they are in the ancient disciplines of black and white magic. Intertwined, they form the solid core of red magic, and through the balanced casting of both disciplines can a red mage build this foundation higher and higher. When your strength has reached its peak, it is when you lunge forward and unleash the energies thrumming within your blade. And then you leap away, returning to the first step. It is a dance, my friend. Come out, wherever you are. We have no intention of running or hiding from you. I wear a sword, as you can see, but I am not partial to violence. Is there no chance we might attempt a parley in lieu of bloodletting? Oh well. How unsettling. Well, Gala, it seems you will have your battle. Remember what I have taught you? Alright, so Red Mage, as Zurun has described, is surprisingly simple. It all focuses over dual casting. Press Jolt, you get dual cast, and then you can either use Arrow or Thunder, depending on which will upgrade your... will add white or black magic to this gauge here. Oh jeez. Ah, damn it. Sometimes when you cast Arrow or Thunder, it will proc a Stone or Fire, respectively. These take a little bit of cast, but they can only be cast when they are procced by using these two here. You also do get a dual cast from it, so the cycle repeats. We pretty much just have to do this a couple of times. Until you're to a 50 in both white and black magic. Then you can do your melee combo. So I'm starting with Core, and then doing my 1, 2, 3, which will use up the mana that I have stored. And then if I so want, I can jump back and continue the cycle all over again. It is surprisingly intuitive. It's as soon as I figured it out, I'm like, oh, okay, I know how this works. These puppets must have a leader lurking nearby. Let us take the battle to our ambushes, shall we? But before we resume the hunt, let's be sure of your technique. As a red mage, you are capable of casting 2 spells in rapid succession using what is known as the dual cast effect. Intone a short spell, you'll find that a lengthy incantation can now be cast in an instant. Take advantage of this technique to bombard your foes with arcane destruction. So yes, now here is where my method to my madness makes sense. Jolt is what we're pretty much going to be starting with. It is a short spell. What the fuck? Yeah. And then I can usually press arrow or thunder using Q and E, not that far. So when they proc, they'll be over here, which is just my shift hotbar. They procced a lot more when I was testing this. But yeah, so I could just hold shift and press the same button to do the same thing. As I told, there's a method to my madness. There's a reason my hotbar looks like this, and it is so my hand doesn't have to move all over my keyboard. I hate that. Good lord. Why the hell do these idiots have void sense? Hey. Eat shit. Black magic here. I didn't get dual cast. So you can see, Arrow and Thunder take a long time to cast by themselves. They are, yeah, just under 5 seconds. Oh, are we following that then? Oh, I'm too busy explaining how this works. Archmage, what the hell is that? Eat fire. Oh, there's no way we're gonna be able to kill him before that goes through. What the hell are you summoning? Oh, hello. Time to move. Oh, hello. How the hell did you cast Mini? Alright. Jeez, that does go so fucking far. I might just be stupid, but I don't know how I'm supposed to fucking... Fuck it. Melee combo this idiot. Ah, well done, Gala. You've exceeded my expectations. Which is a fortunate thing, for I did not anticipate the arrival of that fearsome hound. These mages were willing to forfeit their own lives to ensure that we lost ours. Do you see? The brand on her left cheek. This is the cursed sigil which stole her will, and left her vulnerable to the most heinous of commands. Our ambushers were young men and women, every one, all transformed into mindless pawns by some hidden master. This master has shown no compunction against sacrificing pieces that outlive their usefulness. Now, this cannot stand. Aid me, Gala. You have begun your education in red magic, but there is much more I will teach you. Come, let's return to the Lich Yard. Know you the history of these graves? The church's Lich Yard is the final resting place for many victims of the Seventh Umbral Calamity. Red magic was conceived to stem such tides of destruction, in an age when the abuse of sorcery flooded the world with death. Its distinction from earlier disciplines is key, while practitioners of black and white magic draw upon ambient ether. A venom mage weaves her spells using only the reserves of matter with which she was born. In the era in which red magic was created, to do so otherwise was forbidden. To manifest more powerful effects, the first red mages adopted a method by which precise sword techniques would harness and amplify the energy of their spoken incantations. The mage's own physical form serving as an arcane accelerator, an ingenious way of preserving their self-imposed limitations. Understand that the blade we wield is not simply a weapon, it is the focus of all our efforts to lessen strife and suffering. Every generation of Red Mage is part of an unending battle. We are soldiers who fight for those enduring violence and subjugation, a bulwark against the unkind vagaries of fate. 20 years ago, I joined the revolutionaries in Alamigo and learned red magic alongside like-minded companions. We formed the Crimson Duelists, and together we rose up against the tyranny of the Mad King Theodoric. We were crushed. Of all the duelists, only I survived to watch our homeland languish under the rule of imperial invaders. Even after leaving Alamigo, I never ceased fighting for its liberation. And when I learned of the calamity, with a threat to all the lands of Eorzea, I allied myself with the valiant scholars of Sharlayan. In the end, I was unable to protect my homeland or halt the approach of fiery disaster. But never once in all these years have I betrayed the oath the duelist swore to champion the weak with heart and steel. Such is the nature of the magic you will learn from this idealistic fool. If you would master this art, however, then my road shall become your road for the duration of your studies. I will remain here at the church for the time being, and be a pest to good Father Iliad until we uncover the origins of this cult. Your only chore shall be to reflect upon the lessons of the day and prepare for our next encounter. Alright. Unlike classes added with ARR, we don't actually have to start or finish the patch content to continue with the quest lines for Red Mage and Samurai. We'll only have to be level 52 in that class. But, speaking of Samurai, Let's go unlock it. Alright, it was you. The Way of the Samurai. Thoughts, boss, just when you think you've seen it all. The world's full of surprises. What am I talking about, you ask? Oh, nothing much, just the most amazing blade work I've ever seen. It wasn't even the main card, either, but light entertainment. A Far Eastern fellow, old enough to be my grandfather, appeared and called for challenges. But who should answer him but a brute of a gladiator? People thought it was either mummery or a sick joke. After all, what could one expect from such a mismatch? The old and infirm versus the young and informed. But one hit the action began. The old man proceeded to drop everyone's jaws. His opponents, not least of all, with his blistering blade work. The most riveting moment, though, was when he had the challenger on the back foot. For instead of finishing the job, he went and sheathed his blade. Putting your steel away in the heat of battle, as akin to committing suicide. This wasn't lost on the gladiator, who lunged in with a mighty swing. The spectators gasped collectively, thinking it was over. And it was, but not for the old man. And the next instant, before anyone could comprehend what has happened, his opponent was crumpled on the ground. In one fell stroke, and with impossible speed, the old man had drawn his sword and dealt the telling blow. A few heartbeats passed in stunned silence, then the stands erupted in riotous cheering. Gods, just recounting it gives me the chills. The speed, the precision, the elegance, simply sublime. How is it possible that I have never heard of these Far Eastern warriors, these samurai? Wait, are you thinking what I think you're thinking, and you want to face the old man? Well, that silver-tongued showmaster was looking for new challenger, but you don't want to do this. Let someone else be the fool. I could be a full summoner. Yeah, why not? Far Eastern old man with impeccable blade work. Interesting. And yet, somehow familiar, yet I can't tell from where. Hello, sir? Ma'am? Lollipop? Come all, and marvel at a mystery of the Far East. A swordsman hailing from exotic Hingashi, whose blade work is quicker than the eye can see. But don't let his age fool you. Old though he may be, he's already made short work of one of Ulda's meanest gladiators, and he now seeks a new challenger. If you can best him, you'll be rewarded with a rare Hingan treasure. It's just one condition. You must fight with the same blade as the old man's. If you think you have what it takes, proceed to the Gladiators Guild and make yourself known to the Far Eastern Elder. Well, it's a good thing we're already in the Colosseum. Gladiators Guild is just through here. And for whatever reason, it's all the way down here. I hit the Hypogeum? What the hell is a Hypogeum? Oh. Hello, good sir. This aura. Unusual, yet undoubtedly formidable. Dare I hope a worthy challenger has come. No, that's not the voice. Well met, friend. I am Musasai, a samurai of Hingashi. Lest you wonder, samurai are swordsmen of the Far East. Yet know that the swords we wield are unlike those of this land. Katana, they are called. And for our duel I shall lend you such a blade, along with a sword, along with a stone. a talisman of sorts. Wear them on your person, you shall become one of us. At least in appearance, if not in sooth. Oh, you're just giving me the jobstone now? Oh, you're just giving me the jobstone? Okay. Alright. That is a lot quicker to unlock than Red Mage. Holy shit. So, second verse, same as the first. A set of samurai gear, a nameless set. I really should sell a couple of these fucking rogue knives and books before my inventory really gets... Okay. Whoop. Okay, and then we just add the gear set. So yeah, Summoner. Oh jeez, it did it again. Give me a second. Alright. I actually didn't have to leave because, like I said, I main samurai on my own character, so I know how this class works. And... you really don't start out with a lot. Oh well, we have the basic combo, so I can show you how it works. Yes. In your gaze I see the stirrings of a newborn samurai. 'Tis plain the stone has already bequeathed some of its memories unto you. Yet having the memories is one thing, mastering them quite another. We shall see how well you fare against me. Prepare yourself, young samurai. We begin as soon as you are ready. You are ready then. Good, good. Let us take to the arena. Gather ye round and bear witness, for another brave challenger has appeared. Next to face Musasai, sword master of the Far East, we have an itinerant adventurer. Look at her go. Hold it right there. Anyone gets to take down that old bastard except me. Beryl, the last standing scourge of the sands. You made a fool of me earlier, but this time there'll be no tricks. This time I fight with my own sword, not the pathetic excuse of a needle you handed me. Oh, what's this? Boneheaded Berold, who was so roundly trounced but moments ago, has invaded the Blood Sands. For those who came in late, he's the disgraced gladiator who was cast out of the Colosseum for, and I paraphrase, being an all-around odious brute. The rules were plain, and you agreed to them. There were no tricks. Shut your mouth and fight me again. Such eagerness for blood. The warriors of this land are as naked blades. I'll get you next time. Yeah, sure, come back with another sword. I'm sure that'll work great the second time. And with that distraction out of the way, we may continue where we left off. So, Samurai, much like Red Mage, is surprisingly easy to understand. The whole point is getting these stickers. And getting stickers is really easy. You just do a combo. This may not make sense here, but it's real simple. We have 3 combos. I can do 1, 2, and then 3. And then I can also do with 1, and this will make, trust me here, Q, E, for a second combo, and then finally I can do 1, and then R, with a third combo. That, with all 3 stickers, we can do our ultimate move. It is Setsugeki, which is a lot of damage. But it's not the only finishing move that we can do. We also have 2 other. Let me just very quickly do this. With 2 stickers, do Tentagoken, which is an AoE. Very helpful. And then finally, with 1 singular sticker, we can do Hingenban. Well, he didn't really go about it. It's an damage over time effect. One of the last remaining. Then, of course, we have Fuga, Mangetsu, and Oka, which is our AoE combo, much like our 1, 2, 3. And then the one up in the corner, which was the 3 stickies, I don't remember its name, that just lets me do the finishing move for the combo and get the stickers without having to do the full combo. There's going to be a lot more buttons later on, but right now, you just have to worry about that. To draw forth such strength from the stone in so short a time. You are no ordinary woman. As promised, I shall bestow upon you the vast Hingen treasures. Training in the way of the samurai. What is the matter? Our techniques are not found in this land, hence their great worth. As my pupil, you would train under my watchful eye and learn even the most puissant of my techniques. Why, you lying bastard! All that fighting and there wasn't even any coin in it! What's this? A boneheaded Barold is back, and this time he's brought friends. This man doesn't know when to give up. You got a problem? Come down here and say it! At no point was it said that the treasure is an object, let alone coin. Besides, winning it was well beyond you. Shut the hells up! This time I'll show you my true strength. Your strength lies in numbers, 'twould seem. Very well, if you insist on another trouncing, then so be it. But know that this time 'tis not I who will deal with it, but my pupil. Having seen your potential firsthand, he and his ilk ought not pose you any trouble. I mean, yeah, sure. Whoever she is, take care of her too. Uh-oh. Oh no. Whatever shall I do? There we go. Fuck you. And finally, as the last bit of our kit, we have NP, which is very simple. It is a ranged attack. We also have third R, which is a little bit weird. You activate it, and then if you're hit within 4 seconds, that hit will be reduced by 10%. It's situational. There used to be a thing where once you used it, you were given 2 extra skills as a follow-up, either a damaging skill or a healing skill. But they took those out with Endwalker, and I don't know why. It honestly felt like it fit the whole samurai thing. You know, waiting for an attack, getting hit, and then hitting them back just a part. Ah, who am I kidding? Samurai at 90 gets a lot of buttons. Having this little right now. Whew. Feels like the albatross has been lifted from my shoulders. Hey. Okay, let's actually use Hanged Mana. Yeah, as you can see, Hanged Mana goes for a solid minute. Not only is it one of the last remaining damage over time effects, it's also the longest. Oh, I suppose there's one last bit. The AoE combo that we have works pretty much the same as the first two combos. There are only 2-bit combos, so if you want to get stickers in a quick thing without needing to use Mako here, you always start with Fuga, but doing Mangetsu gets you the Moon sticker, and then Oka gets you the Flower sticker. Where are you going? Excuse me. Really? Jesus Christ. When do I learn that? Forgive me. I know it was wrong to force that fight upon you, and yet I find I do not regret having done so, for it has reaffirmed beyond any doubt the promise I had glimpsed in you. Long did I search in my native land for a pupil, but I found none fit to be a vessel for my knowledge. The problem, I concluded, lay in my people's way of thinking, the zeal with which they uphold a tradition to the detriment of all else. So it was that I set forth for a new land, this Air's Ear. I placed myself in the midst of your most able swordsmen, offering myself up as a spectacle in hopes of finding a worthy soul. And find her I did, in you. Now I realize how all this may appear. To you I could be but a strange old fool spouting nonsense, but I am well past caring about appearances. I speak with all earnestly when I say that there is none other into whom I would pour my knowledge, and so I ask you, will you consent to being my pupil? Yeah, sure. Ah, words cannot well express my joy. From this moment on, we are master and student. Now then, I would know your name, by what you are called. Gala. 'Tis a fine name. Without further ado, Gala, we shall commence your training. Pray join me at the nearby tavern, the Slick Hand. Oh, the quick... oh. Actually, wait, yeah? Just going on about like 40 minutes ago how I didn't have all the aetherites. Let's get another aetherite. To the Adventurers Guild. Excuse me, the quests? Oh. I keep seeing you. Your quest I won't be taking for a long time. I keep wondering, like, why is there a red quest here in Olda? Where are you? There you are. I shall begin at the very beginning. In the distant past, Hingashi underwent a period of strife, during which numerous opposing factions vied for supremacy. The Age of Blood. In this age, full many took the battle with katana in hand, and in the crucible of war our art was forged, the way of the samurai. Eventually the realm was unified under one banner, and peace reigned once more. The people set aside their katana, save for we samurai, who continue to wield it as a symbol of authority. And with that authority comes a grave responsibility, protecting the peace. To ensure that the Age of Blood is never repeated, we samurai seek out the wicked and bring them to account. In doing so, we ward off chaos and preserve order in the realm. Such is our calling. Hingashi or Air's Ear, it matters not where we are. This calling guides us always. To that end we shall journey the land, you and I, on a quest to right wrongs. As one who has grasped the foundations of our art, it is your surest path to mastery. Our efforts begin in this very city. I shall cast about for evil that has taken root here, and then we may proceed to excise it. Well now, that certainly got exciting quick. But with some even quicker thinking, I managed to set up a wager and turn a tidy profit. Momozigo, I owe you a debt of gratitude. Thanks to you, I have found my pupil at long last. I pray that you will live comfortably with your winnings. Actually, I had a mind to join you. Wherever you go, I sense that coin will follow. And besides, it seems you're planning to root out evil in our fair city. If so, you'd do well to have me along. With my connections, I can procure the information you're like to need. Then there's the small matter of your complete and utter lack of knowledge of the Eorzea. There is that indeed. Had fate not seen to fit to unite us, I never would have found my way here from Fester Bay. And I wouldn't be standing here breathing. If anyone knows anything, it's me. You saved me from those cutthroat bandits when I tried recruiting them for the Colosseum. Terribly reckless in hindsight. As for you, my friend, to be mocked out by old Musasai himself, you must be made of uncommon stuff indeed. Not to put the pressure on, but I have the highest hopes for you. And here we are then. I shall undertake my search with Momozigo's help. Until such time as there are developments, pray continue honing your newfound skills. And that is both Stormblood jobs unlocked. Now I'll probably switch between these as we go through the patch contents, at least until we get to Ishgard. I'll probably level them up later. Who knows? So, that's all for me. I'll see you guys back in... Where were we? Castrum Arcade? Where the hell were we? I don't even remember. Was it Wineport? I think it was Wineport. I don't know anymore. Oh god.